Hey, Sissy.
Hey.
We're back. Welcome. Welcome to
Welcome,
Stacy and Dana's.
welcome.
Yeah, Stacy and Dana's Crafty Jam. All right, we told you in the last video we're going to do a lace flip, and we are women of our word. We're making this Flippy Folio. If you have not if you're not enjoyed the previous videos, this is part 4. Then go do that. I think you'll find it fun. But we're going to do our lace flip, which is going in this, like, here's the cover, here's the flip with the signature. It's going right here, smack in the center, and then it closes like this. It goes do do do. Yeah, that's the way we're doing ours. And Dana, you've got how many laces?
5.
Okay, I think I have 5 or so, but I'm going to start. I said it was a lace, but I want to do a fabric in the back, and I'm going to have, and I like to fray mine, and I love this vintage fabric. It is like frayed to the heels. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I like the fray that goes on. And I'm going to put, you can see the Lutcher more lumber right there. I'm going to have mine start down below that word, because I want you to be able to see that,
Oh, that's a good idea, sis. I have mine above it. Maybe I'll drop mine down too. I'll need to cut.
I like that you can see, the stuff going on there. And I don't know if I want it to go all the way to the bottom. So I think what I'm fixing to do is I'm fixing to do that. Oh, am I though? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. And my lace flip is going to be like that. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of grace down here, and
That's a good idea.
And it's just to give you all the dimensions. Everything is going to be about 6.5 inches tall. And I want to start with this, and then we have this old pink lace that we used to have in our shop, and I want that here. And I don't like anything to be cut straight, so I'm going to do a little something like this.
Yeah, I like mine wonky. I'm using a piece of tablecloth we had that is just really, really stunning.
I had this, and I'm going to give this a little wonk down here on the bottom, but at the top I do cut straight. And if it's not perfect at the top, I don't stress about it, because I can always come back and, yeah. And then we have our chocolate lace that sold out a long, long time ago. And I'm going to put that on here. And I like you to be able to peek down here. And it's cut really wonky, and I love that. But I do want to.
Yeah, I'm just cutting. I'm really eyeballing this, guys. There is no.
Yeah. Yep. So there we go. There is that.
That's our blue bliss, which we're down.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about using the blue bliss, sis. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm going to use our snow white.
I've got this. I don't know what this is. Dana Kay gave it to me, and I'm gonna do a little wonky stuff there, and I'm gonna have this here like so. Yeah. So you can see all the laces are peeking out. It's hard to tell on a video, I know, but. And I have not cut perfectly at the top, because I'm not worried about that just yet.
Yeah.
This is how I build a lace flip. Yeah. Here's some scraps. And then I'm going to end with our peach. I like this kit. Allows us to have some fun with the colors. That's what I love. I love that. I'm going to give this a little cut right there. I'm going to give that a little cut right there. See the little wonky cut of it, you know? And I get everything the way I want it.
All right. All right. I did our soft pink, the 6-inch, the gorgeous pink rose, our snow white rose, our blue bliss, and then...
Oh, I love that, sis.
Thanks. And then two of our laces that are either, one is a tablecloth and the other is a refined.
Yeah. Okay, this is what mine looks like, you know, just looking at it. But what we're going to do is we're going to sew at the top. And then Dana has the best idea ever. I'm going to use a chambray ruffle. And that's how I'm going to top my little baby off. Dana has a piece of a bedspread thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that, guys. And then she's going to do a little wonky cut at the top. Yeah. So let us pause and sew this together. It's really flat. Then that way, because that way it's not going to be, you know, cumbersome and bulky to close up everything. Yeah. All right. So let us pause.
Out too, sis.
I love the way you did that. I love. We're going to pause to sew real quick and then we'll be back. Yep. So we'll be right back. Okay. We're back. Now, tell them the experience we had here, sis.
Okay. So my lace, first of all, is a very thin lace that's not going to feed through your feeder well. Okay. And so that's okay. So what I did to counteract that is I just cut a piece of fabric. It didn't matter. Just did a couple of dots of glue, put that down. So when I get ready to feed this through, it's not going to get stuck and challenging. So
but see what she's using for her top is that crochet piece right there. Mm-hmm. And then what else are you going to do?
And then now I'm going to make this all cute and wonky. Then I'm going to have to, while Sissy's doing something else, then I'll go sew this on and this will be the top to my lace.
Yeah. Oh God, it's gorgeous. All right. So do your wonky.
All right. I'm going to do my wonky while you talk. See, I sewed this and it's okay.
Show us how you're going to sew. Show us how you're going to, it doesn't matter. Show us how you're going to cut that.
All right. Almost so I'm just going to do like this.
Yeah. You want to, Oh my God, yes. And then, but of course, if you're I gotta have straight lines person, then this ain't the video for you.
Right.
Or you do yours.
I want to kind of tear it up a little bit.
Yeah. You want that fray stuff going on. Sometimes I take my little scissors and I cut little V's in, you know?
Well, that's what I was gonna do. After I fray it, I'll come through here. And
well, it's easier to do it before you sew it on, sis. I know that from experience.
Right. Well, I'm saying, okay.
Yeah. And then she's going to sew that on that little top piece there. And I'm staring at her. Okay. So she's going to sew that on. You know, I wish she hadn't she lost her Tim Holtz scissors in the making of this video.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty that's going to be.
Yeah, I think this is going to be really, really cool. So, and I may need to trim this. I don't know. I'll do it in a minute. And
that's going to be your top.
Yep.
And when you add the sewing to it, it's going to sing.
Yep.
All right. So now I'm going to show them.
You can see I'm going to need to trim.
Right. We're going to trim that. Yeah.
But it'll be fine. Yep.
Yeah. So you go sew and I'm going to tell them about what mine was. All right. Now, because I used a fabric at the bottom, I didn't have that issue, you know, but you can see my sewing. I told y'all I can't sew a straight line, saved my life. But all of these laces aren't going nowhere, you know, and I used this vintage fabric as my bottom. So I didn't think about that when Sis was doing hers. And I used, so when she went to feed hers in, she had that issue. So there's the good, the bad, the ugly of it. And, whatever you do with yours. or if that's what you choose to do. And if you don't want to do a lace one or a fabric one or a lace and fabric one, maybe you just want to put a scrappy here. Maybe you don't want to do none of that. Maybe you just want a pocket here. I don't know. You do yours the way you want. I used our chambray lace, and our chambray lace is really wide. It's like almost, I guess about 5-6 inches wide. And I cut it into 3 strips. Okay. And I made this ruffle. That's what I did. I'm using it in my Jumbly doll. I'm using this in my Jumbly doll journal. So, but anyway, that's what I use for my topper. But I like Dana K's topper a lot better. I do. But I added the wonky sewing and stuff, and I lift the strings. I like the strings. So we'll show you our flips in a minute when Dana gets back here. We'll dance you through all of it and walk you through all of it and show you what we ended up with. And then that's going to go there.
Okay.
And it's still flat. And then that's going to go there. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. And that's just still, look, it's still flat. You know, this is still a very workable folio for us. Yeah, well, I think it is.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, show us.
Okay, and I want to show you something. So I did a zigzag.
I love that.
I could, but let me show you so that since I added that fabric, it fed beautifully through.
Right.
And so you don't see the challenge
that I had. Sis, I was just sitting here thinking that fabric is a good thing for you to be able to what's going to attach down
with.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And it didn't add I just heard you talking about bulk. It didn't add bulk to the folio.
No, not any at all. Yeah. So get it the way you want it. And then we're gonna oh my gosh, Dana K.
Okay.
I just love it. Okay, so we're gonna walk people through our flips. This is a peach lace from the, you can't really see. I don't know if you can see the color, but it's peach. Because these colors, there's every color in the rainbow in this kit. So there's peach, and then this is some kind of a, I don't know, vintage thing my sister gave me. It's whitish-ish. This is our chocolate that we used to have. And if you see, I cut off, it's got your there. And then this is not very wide, but I did that on the bottom. And then this is some pink. And I did that at the bottom. And then this is my fabric at the back. That's mine. Show me yours.
All right, sissy, I'm still fraying mine. Okay.
Yeah, you want to fray before you lay down. Oh my God,
yes,
I love it.
Okay, I do. I love it. I have our 6-inch soft pink that I cut.
That snow is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I like that scallop at the bottom. Oh, I love that.
And I cut it wonky both
sides. Yeah.
I kept the scallop. This is our I call it our stiff.
Well, it's our cream 3 5/8.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then this is a
I love that. It's like a curtain, like a vintage tablecloth or something. Yeah.
It's beautiful though. And then the chocolate. Okay.
The chocolate's old. It's sold out really quick. All right, now here's the hard part. All I do is I glue the puppy down.
Yep, that's all I got to do as well.
Yeah, I just glue it down. You could, I guess, sew it on, but I don't want that look on the back. You know, I don't want that. And I use a good, generous amount of glue.
Yeah, I do too.
And then I lay it down and I leave it alone. I have to tell myself that.
All right. I don't know if you can tell, but it is a generous amount.
Yep. And then that's it. I'm going to leave her alone. That's hard for Stacy now to do. And I know this wasn't a long video, but we wanted to show you what else we were adding to our folio and what else we were doing. Oh, Dana K.
Oh, I love it.
You're going to have to trim some.
And I love it.
I think you're going to have to trim some on the left there. I think it might get in the way of the fold.
I am.
But
here?
No problemo.
Yeah.
But we're going to, that goes there. This goes here. And this goes here.
Yep. This goes here. Yeah. I'm going to have to trim here.
And then look, It's still, and that's without me going like this. Look, it's still really flat. This is such a fun project, Danica.
It is. It is. I love it.
You can always cut it straight and then come back and wonk it.
Yep. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
I love
What do y'all think? Tell us
it.
what you think. Tell us what you think. Tell us if you're making these folios with us, and I know a few of you are because y'all messaged me. Tell me what you're doing in each section. That's what I call this, sections. What are you doing in your middle section? What did you do on your flip? That's what we call this one. You know, what did you do on that? Section 3.
Yeah.
Okay, section 3. Oh gosh, Danica.
Thank y'all.
And then thank y'all for coming. I know this was
Tracie Fox for allowing us to be a part of your team and letting us show off your beautiful work. This kit is just, the colors are stunning. Absolutely.
Yeah. Fabric, paper, whatever you choose. And we chose both. All right. Thank y'all for joining us. I know this was a short one, but hey, we just wanted to show you our process. Our next video will be the flip through. Yeah. Unless we decide to do a live on some tags and cards. I don't know. But officially on our channel, the next video for this is going to be a flip through. Yep. Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank y'all.
Y'all go be blessed. Go be a blessing. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Bye, bye, bye. Bye and bye.